We're in.
Woo!
Hey guys, and welcome to the Mysteries of Selindor, episode number 37? That's right,
Sounds
right?
right.
hmm
Okay. We're just gonna jump right into this. I don't play around with fumbling through talking like I always do.
I have to go shopping.
So,
Something. Gotta go shopping.
last week, the team successfully retrieved a flower from the Gloaming Grove that was under the care of a fairy dragon by the name of Caraxes. They traveled there via means that now, with the exception of Seti, they can't quite remember. They simply remember arriving there, facing off against this large dragon-like creature, receiving their token, and now having returned back to the Twilight Town, they picked up their
Summer Grove.
return. Well,
Oh,
no,
we're not there yet.
Twilight Town. They picked up their return crystals and decided that they would return to the Summer Grove so that they could turn in their bounty for a reward of, well, the promise, I suppose, was joining the Summer Soldiers. So each one gripped the shard in their hand. With the intent of using it, they found it shattered in their hand, and the next thing they know, they're being ripped forward and stepping through that same jerking sensation as they step through onto a small platform and off into the daylight of the Summer Grove. However, turning and looking around, Orin is not there. So we'll pick up with that.
Uh,
We're missing one.
oh shit.
Well, who's
Oh
missing?
shit.
The shiny man.
You know that
Oh.
conversation we just had like 10 seconds ago?
Nope.
Northot was kind of spying on us when we traveled by portals and stuff.
On all of us?
Well, Orin
What?
saw him.
What? Says Brupsy. It's my Brupsy voice now.
Orin saw Northot. We just talked about this. And now he's good.
Well, I'm sure he'll find us.
Where is he?
it's not-
Where
Are
is
we
my
staying,
son?
like, are we like right outside the crystal? Or like where's the actual thing drop?
You are directly by the Waystone. So you actually turning behind you, it looks as if you just stepped out from the Waystone itself. So you're currently looking out onto the bustling streets of the Summer Grove. It is nighttime. Well, sorry, I said daylight, but it would be nighttime at this point. So looking out, you have the sort of somber nighttime crowd walking about doing their thing as they do. So you see mushroom folks and some of the darker fays, including hags and trolls and these rock-like entities that like to watch you walk back and forth.
This is right next to Poppy's place, right?
This is directly underneath Poppy's office.
Yeah, okay.
When you look up, you can see the bottom of her office in a sort of bridge-like fashion going over the top of this section.
I wanna try and peer back into the crystal like huh?
I mean, looking back, you can't see through it. It's opaque.
That he just
Well,
says,
yeah.
Sounds like a job for multi-plus plus ultra.
said he's just gonna start heading up for Poppy's office.
Okay, so you guys see Seti, and she says, "Oh, wait up, wait up, wait up!" And you watch as Propsy sort of hopping along, sort of like panicked, looking around, follows right behind Seti. What are the rest of you doing?
I mean,
I'm
if they're
gonna-
concerned, I guess I won't be as concerned.
I mean I'm
That's
but
alright.
I'll follow, like okay, like
I mean, I'll follow them, and then I'll just be like, multi-pass, find Orin. I don't know if it because he has a multi-pass. It's just not as
He
good as
does,
mine.
yeah.
He has
No,
like
he
the
actually
medium
he's
one.
had his upgraded. They've all
Yeah,
had theirs upgraded now.
Yes.
They're still
Oh,
not
do
as
you
good
all
as
have
yours.
multi-pass plus ult?
We all get one call a day, whereas you get infinite calls.
Unlimited calling. Well, no, so have we synced contacts then? Are we all like?
Yep, you're all synced up.
Well, then I'm gonna call Orin.
Okay, you call Orin. The number you tried to dial. No, it doesn't
It's not
connect.
in this dimension.
It seems to whir up with the same energy it does when it makes this sort of this communication spell activates, but it to no avail. Nothing happens.
Well, it was nice knowing the shiny man. Guess we just keep following Sadie up the stairs.
So as you guys enter in through the Summer Soldier place, you see people immediately turning and looking at you with like a look of either approval or confusion or surprise.
I am walking in like I own the place. I'm not looking at anybody or anything. I am beelining towards Poppy's office.
Okay, so you see that the green-haired Fae sees you come in and says, "Oh wait, oh, ooh, ballsy, like it."
Once I caught up to Seti, I'm just right with her.
So as you guys bolt up the stairs, you see that all the other Fae are kind of smiling at you, like, "Oh, look at this! Ooh, what is this?" You see that there are a couple of pixies, like, sort of flying up behind, watching what's about to happen, thinking like some sort of train wreck is coming. So as you get to the top of the steps, you're looking in front of this sort of circular door. It is open, and you see Poppy is sitting there looking at you with those pitch black eyes, sort of reflecting light. You
I
can
hope
almost
the
see yourself in them.
shard up.
She has her feet kicked up and goes,
I set it down on her desk without taking my fingers off of it.
"Well done. Well done indeed.
We lost
I'm surprised."
we lost one of our number for this. To the gap between the worlds. The Northot.
"Oh, things are getting bustly. You come in here talking so fast. Give me a second to catch up.
Can you help?
What, and where did you lose? Who?
Our shiny
one?
man at your portal.
Oh, the Celestial Boy. How sad. I liked him. Did he die?
We don't know. He went into the portal and then did not come out the other side.
Oh, well, that's rare.
What can you
You
tell
got
us
goat-
about this?
You've got goat naps, probably.
Honestly, I don't know. Selindor was a very dangerous place when it comes to the collision of many realms, so it's very likely he got lost. I mean, if he didn't show up on the other side. There are magics that could potentially pluck him out, but I couldn't quite say, dear. That said, if you would just give me what's mine, please.
Lift my fingers.
see?
And as they reach out and grab it, oh, dearie me. It smells so hyacinth. And as you can see, it's currently now nothing more than a glass shard in the simple shape of the flower that it once was. Well, and as she gestures, it just disappears.
Now what?
It's fair enough to say that you earned your place, but obviously you don't seem too tickled by that. So please, talk to me, dear. Air it out. Get it all out there in the open.
I am more hungry for a place here than ever. We want our friend back. We need powerful allies.
Indeed you do. And indeed we are very powerful. Consider yourselves members of the Summer Soldiers. In fact, Peony. And you watch as a very small, young, God, what color are peonies again? Forgot to look them up.
Different colors? Pink?
They could be different colors. I'm gonna say she's got pink hair. Comes toddling in. She looks like a small child, but she has these little pixie wings. that are like too small, you think, to even lift a part of her body off of the ground. And she comes in and she says, "What's up?" She says, Peony, if you'll escort them to the chamber for new death, you had it prepared. Yeah, but I didn't finish cleaning it. Well, finish cleaning it later. Please show them there. They're in a bit of a huff. They need a place to rest their weary eyes. Yes, ma'am! Thank you, ma'am. Come this way! And she begins tottering out the door.
I incline my head towards Poppy and thank you. And start off after Peony.
So
I'm just
Katie-
gonna stare for a second after you walk past, just like, and then follow.
for a couple of minutes there, you guys walk in a near daze. Some of you just caught in your thoughts. Some of you not really understanding what's going on, and Bropsy in a straight panic.
I never know what's going on.
As you walk your way down these sort of complicated wooden hallways with weird art, like some of it's obscene, some of it's just doesn't belong there. And eventually you find yourself stopping in front of a large circular door, many of which you passed along this hallway. And on the room, embroidered onto like a knitted, like actual like embroidery cloth, there's a little nameplate that says New Death in Elven.
Yeah, I can read Elven.
Very nice.
She says, "Well, it's dirty. I'm not actually going to clean it, so
Not a
Bye.
problem. Thank you.
She just told you to clean it.
she can suck my butt." She walks out.
I go inside.
Oh, I mean,
Okay. As you head inside, you find yourself looking into what looks to be a triple bunk bed kind of room. On either side of the room, there are two sets of lofts heading up. The room's much taller than you expected it to be, where it seems as if you have your first section and floor, and it's not like full height, probably like a little bit of a crouch for Mitnir if he was going to try to walk under any one of these sections. But you see there's a small desk on the far end, and then on either side there is a bed, and then there is a ladder up to a loft, and then another bed, and then the ladder continues up to a loft, and then another bed. And then there's a connection that comes across on each side that meets in the middle, where each one has like a dresser, and then the one on top of that has a bookshelf. And so it's just this sort of strange room that's sort of built
Okay.
with bunk beds on both sides.
I call the bottom.
From the window looking out, you can see that on this side, you can see the streets of the Summer Grove.
Grim calls the bottom bunk. He doesn't want the top bunk.
Yes, you and
okay,
Penny can
fine.
have-
So we got a bedroom for the summer
but
fucks.
we
What?
have.
Where's Oren? How do we find Oren?
We're working on it, Brapsy, all right? I take out my multipass. Call Cleary.
It connects, and you hear, "Oh, hello, hi." I know, it's ridiculous.
Cleary,
I know.
Cleary,
Oh.
something terrible has happened.
Oh,
We were passing through some portals in the city, and Oren said he saw Northot following him, noticing him while he was in the space between the portals.
oh dear.
And then we did it again to get back to the summer soldiers. And Oren did not make it through the other side with us.
Oh dear God. And I had good news. Well, I don't know what to say. I haven't read anything on Northwood that
Poppy's-
would explain.
Poppy said there might be magics that could bring him back. That this kind of event is rare, but not unheard of. If anybody has heard of it, it is probably the Academy, maybe. Would have resources, I don't know. But we did learn a little bit more about Northot. A dragon told us that he is many creatures. There are many Northots, and they serve a greater master here in Selindor. That Selindor would not exist if not for Northot, and whatever Northot's master is.
Right.
I thought we might be safe here because this place is on some other
Northot.
plane, but I
Whew.
think we are in Northot's trap instead.
Okay, that's just a lot of information for me to
I
absorb
know.
all at once. Listen, I guess the good news I was going to give you now is slightly more somber. I have a friend that I showed him a small sketch that I had made of a portion of the book that I'd seen, and he thinks he might be able to decipher it given the right circumstances.
You trust this friend?
I do. He's from the University of Phoenix specifically. He's sort of my, what would you call them? Underclassmen, I suppose. But also, University of Phoenix is officially accepted by Selindor. We're officially one of the flagship schools of Selindor Academy. Again,
Congratulations.
not as big fanfare as I was expecting because of bad circumstances. But that does mean, given the right circumstances, we might be in a position to ask for permission to use that room I spoke to you about.
That would be great. Honestly, I think the sooner the better. If
Well,
Northot is connected to the book, then we need to know as much as we can about it now.
well, yes, that's why I've been working on it. Well, listen, there's something of a banquet tonight at the school. If you all wanted to come, I'm not very good at convincing people to do much of anything for me. But I don't know. You said you seem kind of good at getting people to do what you want. Not that it's a bad thing; it's a very good thing. I think maybe if you'd want to be my my date to the banquet, then perhaps it would be a good way to get you in there to get help get permission.
All right. My only question is, I don't want to travel by portal anymore. It's not safe for us until we know more. I don't know how quickly I could get there by foot or
Well,
horse.
this effect, you've noticed this traveling through teleportation portals as well?
We used our return crystals just now when Oren went missing, but we had traveled by...
Time crystals, of course, travel via the magic Selindor itself. I
We-
mean standard, your controlled teleportation circles.
We
Have you
had...
traveled via those?
No.
Well, there's one at near the Waystone that you can take that will take you directly to Selindor. I can get you permission and I can cover the cost if you would feel comfortable taking one of those.
You think that is a different type of travel?
Oh,
that
those are arcana that any magician worth his salt, not me, someone far above me, could use. They are standard teleportation circles, concrete ones, permanent ones, but they were created by all of the different houses together to create an interconnected system, completely separate from the Waystones, which are held to hold themselves during a churn and, well, part of the growth of Selindor itself.
The Waystones or something the city created.
Yes.
All right.
Very commonly used ever since the study of them, which is actually very fascinating. I've been through it quite a bit.
I'm willing to risk it.
Good. I'll send word there now.
Should I bring everybody with me? Or
bring what? I'm sorry, the bad connection.
Should I bring everybody with me, or is this?
Oh, I don't see why not. I don't think we're having that many members of our school are going to be attending the banquet. You could come as my guests, of course.
All right, thank you. We'll be at the teleportation circle this evening, and I don't know how these things work. We just go to the university and they'll take us there?
Well, I'll send word to them to expect you at the teleportation circle. And, if you want to dress nice. Orange is our color here, by the way.
Orange it is.
Which doesn't really look good with my blue complexion, but it works fair enough.
I'll see you then.
I'm very sorry, Seti. We'll find him.
Congratulations on your school. Hang up.
Okay.
All right.
Mitnir's just pacing back and forth, kind of like ducking his head, you know.
So, this evening, we will go to this thing and get access to the vault where we can look at the book, and maybe we can learn something from it about what has happened. Maybe we can charm some people that know more than Cleary does and learn more about these magics that could bring him back or what might have happened to him. We need to find out what is next on our to-do list from Poppy, but I imagine she's going to leave us hanging a little bit. I think the best thing we could do for now is rest and get at our full strength. I'm kind of looking at Propsy as I say all this.
She's just like kind of having a panic attack.
We need to be ready to deal with this, however we have to deal with this, and that dragon fight took a lot out of, well, me, probably most of us.
Oh. She comes and taps you and just cure wounds.
Thank you. We're going to get him back. We're going to get Greed back too. Whatever... Well, we know it's Northolt, but whatever he's up to.
That guy.
What was that?
I forgot about that guy. Forgot that was a thing.
It's been a while.
I feel like that's the same. Was Grim saying that in character?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like that.
You know, the other G guy that we kept calling Grim and we
Yeah,
kept
just
calling
the
you
one-
Greed.
The pointy hat. The one with the pointy horns and the pointy hat. Oh.
We're going to get them both back.
Okay.
And whatever Northolt wants with us, specifically, we're going to figure it out. But right now there's nothing else we can do except take care of ourselves.
Okay. Well, I don't know how long until we have to go.
Yeah, what time is
to
it?
It's actually like nighttime
Okay.
in this district. So if you guys wanted to, you could do like your 8-hour rest and maybe go over there.
I think that's a good plan. If we have time for it, then we should do it.
But he said the banquet was tonight. I messed up my own timetables.
Well, you can retcon whatever you want.
Okay, well, we'll say that it's mid-afternoon right now. You guys worked really quick. And then you guys, if you want to, you could try to take a full rest and just get there late to whatever this party kind of thing is.
I don't want to be late. How about the
Well,
short
you could,
rest? Because
you could take a short
I
rest.
will get my single spell slot back. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we had paid for another night at the inn. Like 10 gold.
I think you guys spent quite a bit at that inn. I think you guys planned on staying there for a while.
No, it was just one more night until I figured out what else we were doing.
Okay. So?
I'm thinking they probably have stuff where you can get a long rest in the span of like an hour instead of...
You guys could do that if you were aware of your items.
Oh, didn't I buy those potions? Somebody bought potions, right?
Which potions?
It's
Not a
Mhm.
potion. Oh, well,
oh.
there's the restful watch.
Oh, I was talking
potion.
the watchful rest ones.
No, but you guys would know. Well, maybe Orin would be the only one who knew about the statue that allows you to get a
No, the sleeping
long
maiden
rest in
statue.
an hour.
We got that back. I'm checking our inventory right now.
I believe you guys picked that one back up.
Oh yeah, we did. It is okay. But we have to pay a tribute to it. Do we know what the tribute is?
Value.
Yeah, it's a gold value of worth of items.
Worth of items.
Yeah, so you could put down money, you could put down gems. You could probably put down like other stuff, but less easy.
Yeah, it's just about value. It's not necessarily just gold coins is the point. You could use other
Okay.
things. So if you wanted to, you could, in a short rest time, get your full rest. But it
How
would cost you, I
much?
think it's 1,000 gold.
Mm.
That should be on the item. Is it not
Yeah,
on there?
it does. Yeah, I'm reading it now. So yes, 1,000 gold worth of gemstones. And then you have to speak its keyword. I don't know anything about a keyword, but I don't. Oh, there it is.
It's
Bottom.
Fey.
Okay. All right. Well, is a long rest worth 1,000 gold to us right now? Because I think if we're just going to a party, hopefully there just won't be any fighting.
Short rest, I can use hit die and probably get
Yeah, we can get back up
most,
to.
if not all, my health back anyway, and
Yeah.
I don't get anything else back for a long rest. So
All right, short rest it is. Seti will take one of the top bunks and just kind of get settled in. And do we have windows? Maybe she'll look thoughtfully out the window.
There are windows on the back wall. They're not directly next to any of the beds, but they're the three pieces of furniture they put in there that are empty: an empty dresser, empty bookshelf, empty desk. Sit in front of a long, tall stained glass window that runs from the bottom all the way to the top.
Can we retcon that she cast Cure Wounds on me? Because honestly, save the spell slot. But
Sure.
if she did cast it, okay.
Let's say, I mean, if she did cast it, like, you can just cure for that amount. It seems
Will
like
you
something
spell
else you would
slots?
do.
Who would use spell slots?
She just used her necklace of prayer beads to do it.
Ooh, nice. I recovered 20 hit points. Way more than I needed.
Okay.
I guess
Well-
I could build myself.
hey, I got a total of 22, even better.
Okay,
Good
so
thing.
to get my own timetables down, I'm gonna actually roll for how long you guys have before this party thing, this banquet.
Okay.
We're just gonna go off that because I forgot about timetables entirely. Okay, you've got 2 hours.
Well, Seti has her costume dress. I mean, I could use Mask of Many Faces to look like anything I want. But I think she'll just take out her dress, and I think it's kind of like a twilight ombre color, but I'll just change it into like an orange and yellow, like sunrise kind of thing, so that it has the orange color in it with prestidigitation.
Sure. I don't know what the limits of prestidigitation
It
are.
says
so
you
could
can
just
make
do
a
bullshit
color
and
appear on something, and I don't know if there's like how much I can color, but
who knows?
it's a
Worst
harmless,
case scenario, you just cover it with the other thing. It's fine.
Touches the sail of a ship, the whole sail's now a different color.
Yeah, it says
What
you
about the
make a
rest of you guys?
color or a symbol or a small mark appear on an object or a surface for one. Oh, it's only for an hour anyway. All right,
There you
never
go.
mind. I will Mask of Many Faces myself, and it'll basically be the same like summer clothes I've been wearing with like the corset and then like the little I won't say full pauldrons, but like little shoulder pieces, and then like a kind of wispy sort of cloak that is connected to like some wristbands and stuff.
Sure.
And just instead of white and gold, it'll be orange and gold.
Mitnir just kind of dusts himself off and's like, "Yep, ready to go."
Alrighty.
Is Mitnir wearing bracers?
No,
Okay.
he just basically has kind of like the barbarian pant type things.
You have a
going
belt
like
on though, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will tap the belt and it'll be orange for an hour.
Nice. What about
Just kind of
Grim?
looks at like,
Grim doesn't care. Grim will do
Yeah,
whatever he wants.
Well, Bromsey
If it becomes
will-
an issue, I'll disguise self.
Yeah. Bromsey will just try to pull something together, I guess. I don't know if she really cares either right now. Whoa. It begins.
um yeah, so basically whenever it's evening time,
Discord hated me.
head over and
Alrighty. So with the amount of time that you guys have, you get your short rest in. Most of you not able to get like a full sleep or anything, or obviously you wouldn't have time for that, but even rest your eyes at all. Most of you are tossing and turning and thinking about what's happened just in such a short amount of time. But you are able to recover, feel slightly more rested. And as you get yourself dusted off and washed yourself off in the water basin left for you in your quarters, the small bathroom section that you have, you bring yourselves back to your feet and begin heading out towards, well, actually, it's right fucking next to you. So you walk straight downstairs, right outside, whip back around, and as you guys begin hitting the landing of the Summer Soldier's place, you see the same green-haired individual says, "Oh, hi. How'd you guys enjoy your rest?"
chambers are
great.
lovely, thank you.
Slept like a baby.
Good. Well, room's yours. Here's the key, by the way.
Ah, thanks.
Yeah. Peony kind of sucks.
I'm sure she has her traps.
Hey, yeah, she's cute. That's why we like her. We keep her around. Anyways, we don't have any work for you guys as yet. Poppy said to let them rest. We're all impressed, by the way. Really
Thank
good
you.
work. Really fine work. We saw you guys go up against that. I mean, I know you guys. Surprised we were watching.
I expected nothing less.
Oh,
It was a
Yeah,
this
hell
I
of a
is brand new
fight.
information.
I made 50 gold off you guys, so I'm tickled that you're joining.
what was the bet?
Oh, that you would live or die. Most of the people that have been sent on the same quest you guys have done never found anything out, and those that did never came back alive. So really, kudos. How did it go with that dragon, by the way? What'd you guys do? We lost all of our spies before the end there, so
Well, it was pretty impressive. There was a big distraction run. I went invisible, and I know that doesn't help with a dragon like that, probably. But
no, I imagine it could see you.
Mitnir was flying around. Anyway, I was shooting with my Eldritch Blast and stuff, and oh gosh, it all happened so fast. But I went invisible and I ran around the lake and got the hyacinth, and then we all used our return crystals to get back. So the dragon, I'm afraid, is still alive, but
Ah, shucks. Well, that's not so bad though.
well, we got what we went for, and I figured
Make a
that's what
perception check, by the
matters. Ooh,
Don't say that.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Just like, whew, man, that's a cool story. Anyways, you guys heading out?
Yes, we're going to take an evening of, well, luxury, hopefully.
Hey, there's some nice places around here.
Mhm.
Places to make coin, places to get a good drink, get some eat.
We're looking to make friends, but
Well, that
hopefully
too. You
take
should
our
get to know
minds
your
off of things.
guildmates.
Definitely on the to-do list.
All right. Well, I won't bother you now, but I'll
We
buy you
shouldn't
guys
be
a drink
gone long.
sometime.
I love that. Have a good
Cool.
evening.
Good luck to you.
So we head out.
Goes back to reading a magazine.
Mitnier's got a little more pep to his step after that. Just like, heh, gonna get Seti drunk again.
Alrighty, so you guys head out to the street and turn immediately back underneath the reaching statues that arch directly underneath Poppy's office as the entrance to where the Waystone is. On your arrival, you see that same individual whose name I already forgot.
Color me shocked.
I've had a lot of typing. I've been typing all day for this. But I forgot that one. But he says, "Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. How are those treating you? The new multi-passes, I believe you wanted to call them."
Quite well, thank you.
Can't locate our friend.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
It's not the pass's
Uh,
fault. I think he's no longer on this plane.
Oh, well, that can happen sometimes. You have to be careful.
Mm.
Fall into a pocket of mist that crops up, and boop, you're burning alive. So always very important to watch your step around, Selindor.
So we've learned. Apparently, word was sent ahead. We are using the teleportation circle.
Oh, right. He did say New Death. That's you guys. Well,
That's-
welcome to the Summer Soldiers, by the way.
Thank you.
We're definitely taking the money for your friend, but in the future, you should know that we can probably cover it for you if you wanted to travel away. If not back, now that you're part of the Summer Soldiers, we do the tariffs here.
Duly noted.
But, we like your friend's money. It's got that whole sophisticated rich guy smell to it.
Sure.
Anyways,
Should
Enjoy
not
it.
bring Ernie to this, huh?
Oh yeah, no, Ernie
do
should
you
stay
have the
in our
pig with
room.
you right now?
I always have
I think Ernie stayed in the room.
Otherwise, that's
It's like, oh yeah, no, the pig was not included.
Until we learn polymorph.
Teleportation
the
manifest,
room.
but I'm more than happy to send them with you guys straight into the academy. You should know that the teleportation circle is taking you directly into a very, very special place.
That sounds like a really good prank. Someday we will have to take the pig there, but not
Ernie,
tonight.
go to the room. Go to the room.
I give
and-
Ernie the key.
You see as he clumps away. Whose pig is this?
It's Ernie!
Anyways, so whenever you're all ready, I'm more than happy to transport you.
I think we're ready.
Oh, follow me. It leads you back down behind the archway to the right, which has that same sculpture of a woman sort of branching over it. Just you can tell it's the same woman; it's not the same sculpture. And then, as you guys enter into that section, you find yourself ascending a few stairs up into the wall that separates the Summer Grove from the Solaris District. And you come across a small door that leads into a section of teleportation circles. All right, if I'm not wrong, it's this one. Whenever you're all ready, be ready to step through. And you watch as he mumbles a few arcane words, and it lights up.
All right. Moment of truth. Who wants to go first?
You have
Mitnier
6
steps-
seconds, please hurry.
In we go. Quah.
As you guys step through, you feel yourself sucked familiarly as you guys have now teleported. That look.
The way you said that.
As you guys find yourself sucked forward, you step out into a very unfamiliar place. There are people walking on stone paths in all directions. Looking around this massive expanse, you see grasses from many different worlds. You've never seen grass like this before, except for you do recognize the sort of teal shade of grass in one section. But the section that you're currently in seems to just be normal field grass, grass that you're used to. And as you step out here looking up, you see huge, arching, extravagant architecture rising up above you, some 200 feet. And then dancing is a light in the sky that looks like the sun, or maybe the moon, because it's not quite as bright. But it's moving, slowly rotating, and these extra bits of light are dancing around it. And it gives the effect of twilight throughout the area. In all directions around you, you see that there are others appearing in these teleportation circles in this zone. You see that from above, there are entities that are traveling on what look like these strange metal tubes down towards the ground, where they step out all around. You see multiple buildings in all directions, and you see ray-like sections of beautifully laid stone upon the ground that separate all these different sections of grass. Far into the distance, you see a large, towering building that rises a few dozen feet, it seems, off of the ground. And you can barely make out lights in the distance, in the windows of some of these buildings. And as you find your gravity once again, you hear, "Ah, welcome. It's good to see you all." And you see Cleary standing there in the most flamboyant outfit you've ever seen him in. He has what looks to be a burnt orange waistcoat with gold buttons, a cravat that is silk and sort of dark blue. He has an overcoat with a robe that floats sort of over and around, and well, the cloak's underneath it, like a full-on robe. But then he's got an overcoat on top of it, and the entire effect makes him look like the poshest wizard you've ever seen.
Sure.
But he is in the worst clashing color scheme of all time. Different kinds of orange and blue matched together. He looks super awkward. It's good to see you. You look very good. I'd like you to introduce you to my friend. This is the one I was talking to you about, Cinder. And Beelan, if you'd like to come back and join us.
Oh, hello.
If you'd like to describe your character.
So what you see before you is a blue fire genasi. His hair is blue flames. He has bright blue eyes. And his skin tone is like a ashen blue color. Probably not something you've seen before, because blue fire genasis are not that common. And he's, I guess he would be dressed similar as
Probably
Cleary right
better than Cleary.
Is your hair like fire too and everything?
now. His hair is fire, yeah.
Mitnew does the same thing he did before and starts going.
You can actually put your hand through it and it doesn't burn.
Mitnew's just fascinated by the fact
everybody
that it's like
blue?
a candle.
Why are all of us blue? We're all blue.
Because if I was green, I would die.
blue? But yes, this is my friend Cinder.
Nice to meet you. I'm Seti. This is Grim and Brapsi and Mitnir.
Hello, everyone. I am Cinder, a friend of Cleary.
And
Yes, he's part of my school, and we've taken a few classes together, actually. Um, Shots of fire.
Yes. Some combat magic, yes.
You study the same types of things?
Oh, yes. The reason that I use fire magic a lot when I'm casting my magic missiles is because Cinder here swears by the use of fire magic in combat situations. I find it to be quite exhilarating as well.
As one may expect, fire magic is sort of my specialty.
Makes sense.
You could say I was born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
That's quite exciting.
Right, well, they were the ones I was telling you about. Their friend's gone missing, and they had that book, the one I showed you the sketches from.
Ah, yes. I think I can probably decipher this book, but I believe you wanted to do so in a secure location, yes?
It is probably quite dangerous. We don't know that much about it, and we were worried maybe even reading it could have some kind of consequence. I'm
There's a
sure
dude in
Cleary
there.
has impressed all this upon you already. Can I ask what makes you think you can decipher it?
Well, from what Cleary has shown me, I was able to read the portions he could remember. So I think I understand the language it's written in.
Oh, what language is that?
It would be deep speech. It's an older language, but one I am quite fluent in.
All right, that's good to hear.
Whoa!
We
It's a burp!
we definitely need all the help we can get. Bear
Well,
with me while I
my
fix this.
classes have wrapped up, so I have a lot of free time right now.
Also, to add a note, you do recognize a lot of the symbols but you were not 100% able to decipher it. And the reason for that is because deep speech does not typically have its own written language. However, based on the runes, based on magic from the Far Realm, and from others from the Underdark, and their proximity to open portals that seem to stretch into that realm, there have been enough runes and glyphs that you were able to decipher certainly more than anybody else that has seen the sketches that Cleary was able to. So just make a note of that, because I forgot to mention it earlier. Okay. Right then, well, whenever you're all ready, we're kind of the guests of honor at this banquet here.
Oh, right.
Why?
Do you want to? Oh, sorry. Because our school, my school, our school, gestures back to Cinder, the University of Phoenix, it's officially part of Selindor.
It's sort of a welcoming banquet.
Yes, we are being welcomed as the 12th school to officially join as the Academy's greater repository of knowledge. We have given enough contribution, both financially and scholastically, that we are being recognized and being honored and added to basically a board of 12. Well, Master Phoenix, the headmaster of the school. You've met him. He's more being honored, but we're kind of being honored as well, a little bit, yeah.
That's awesome, Cleary.
Yes, I'm sorry to be excited considering the situation.
It's good news for you. You're allowed to be excited. I know it's not the best time, but
well,
things being what they are, good news is good.
We'll try not to enjoy it too much. I don't know if we really have a time for much of a talk, but you should be aware that you are standing in a location that is commonly non-accessible to anyone. Yes, there are lots of people here from academies that are not aware that Selindor even exists.
Oh,
They simply know that they're here as a banquet to welcome someone into this Selindor Academy, but they aren't aware of what that actually means. They know it's a secret. They know it's big,
right.
but probably don't go explain to anybody that you meet what Selindor is.
Sure.
Truly. But yeah, there's entities from all over the realm. So, as my guests, as Cinder's guests, let's
Of course.
go to the banquet hall. Sorry.
You look nice, by the way.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I will tweak my mask of many faces a little bit to like she's got some braids going on around the back of her head, and I'll add some like little flowers kind of woven in, and they'll all be all like the different shades of blue that he's wearing.
Nice. Well, this,
And I'll
this way.
re-up Mitnir's belt.
So he'll stick his arm out to escort you forward, awkwardly.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So like a rigid board, and he's like a full head and a half.
Yeah,
two
is he
heads
like
tall.
7 feet something?
He's like 6'8".
Okay, so he's a foot taller than Seti.
Yeah. So he's like rigid as a board, just. I don't know how the rest of you guys want to march, but he's leading you off to the side, and then to a path that leads. And you see that it actually looks like rays of a sun when you try to picture it all in your head, with different kinds of grass in each section, different colors and different weird, strange shapes to the foliage itself. And each section seems oddly different. But continuing to move forward, what do you guys? How you guys? Are you all walking behind them in a procession? Or are you just like walking like a gang? How are you guys presenting yourselves at this very posh event?
I just follow Seti kind of like a shadow with everything that's going on.
Sure.
So not right behind, just kind of off to the side, but like wherever she's going, I'm not far behind.
Cinder's gonna just be in the rear, following the pack. Make sure no one gets lost.
Sweet.
I'm just going with the flow.
Okay.
He doesn't care about the banquet. What is this?
Alrighty. So as you guys continue to walk forward, it's several hundred feet of walking. And as you guys walk, you see that you pass a couple of other buildings on your left and your right. Some of them look like they're just maybe some storehouses. Some of them look like they're actual buildings where you imagine there's either living quarters or maybe some classes are being held. You're not sure. But as you continue heading forward, it becomes very apparent that there is a very beautiful fountain at the center of these rays for these well-carved sidewalks that are raying out in each direction. And then behind that is a very extravagant mansion. And as you continue to approach, you see lots of people standing and checking out this fountain and then moving around it and heading inside and giving invitations and all that stuff as you all approach.
This is lovely.
Ah, yes. This is the main landing. It's called Logic's Landing. It's very on the nose name that they came up with. And there's lots of fun facts about this whole thing. I see each of these animals or creatures, be it as they may, represent a different school. And you see like carved what it looks like it's made out of some sort of sparkling white marble. Actually very similar to a statue that you all have seen. One that you considered using earlier today. Looks like it's made out of a similar material. And you see that there are all these different strange creatures sort of mixed together. Some of them are common. You see that there's a rat, and there is a raven, and you see the longer you look at it, and you see the water, the fountain moving, the lights on it, you see some of the statues almost seem to move. Like every now and again, a mouse that you saw, the rat, rather, tips his head and goes, and then settles.
They're watching me.
Oh, well,
Oh, rat.
likely are. Today's a big day for us, though, isn't it, Cinder?
Yes, quite.
See, we're getting ours up there too now.
So you're just gonna
That's
watch
nice.
us too?
Well, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but apparently there's some sort of magic incarnation. I'm not sure if they're sentient or if they're just some sort of illusion magic, but they do apparently seem to watch certain people or move strangely at times. And looking at these creatures, there are some that you've never seen before, like what looks like a serpent with wings. There's one that looks almost like a unicorn, but strange and a scaly body.
For all the ones I don't recognize, I'll just be like, "What's that?"
I'm not sure which one are you pointing at.
Well, we'll start with the winged snake.
I'm not as good at the. Cinder, do you remember which kind of creature that was?
Yes, I think it's a. Well, I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but Koti or Coati.
Hmm.
So
Kind
it's
of
like
a
a
weird
bat.
name.
It's like a small dragon.
Yeah, they represent a specific school. I think it's Silverwind, maybe. There's lots of schools here.
It's cool. I mean, I've never seen a lot of this stuff before.
Well,
Sorry.
yes. Well, no. Yeah. I mean, each one of them represents a different school, and we're going to have ours added to that. Oh, sorry, we're meant to be forward now. And you guys sort of rotate with the crowd and continue along. So, not that the excitement, sort of clearing out of me. I think it's important that we talk strategy. Yes.
Sure.
So it's very important that if we're to get this done, to get permission, we'll actually need permission from the headmaster himself.
Hmm.
He's an individual that is not easily approached. I've never spoken to him or even seen him. What I do know is that each of the, well, after this now 12 individual school headmasters would be able to contact him and get that permission. So if we can sway any one of them to give us permission,
Right.
then, or at least to seek audience and permission for us, we could do that, or we could try to talk to the headmaster directly. The choice is really up to you. But
If you could point out all these people, we'll
oh,
get
you'll
a
know.
sense. Right. Okay.
Are they gonna be dressed like you?
No, they'll each be wearing their headmaster's garb. It's a very ceremonial thing. It's got the creature on it and everything, and it's like the school mascot, sort of. And then you'll see that they're kind of all going to be sat at the head table.
Right. Okay.
And like you guys, picture you're going to be walking into is fucking Gryffindor's, not Gryffindor,
The
Hogwarts
main hall.
main
Yeah.
hall kind of thing. It's like that, but bigger, grander, and not as
Medieval.
fantastical or medieval. Yeah, it's more of a mansion with just like a really nice hall with bunches of tables everywhere.
Right.
So, so you guys, as you approach, you see
Would
Cleary.
it be best for me to maybe? Obviously, this is a place of learning, so people might have their interest piqued if we portray this as an academic
not just
pursuit.
a place of learning. I mean, the academy trains all kinds of adventurers as well. The combat classes that you take, there's sword training here.
Well, of course.
There's even a class on the oh god, I forgot the name of it.
Well, that's all learning too. I didn't mean to, imply it was only books. I'm just wondering how best to approach this situation. If we don't want more people knowing precisely what we need the room for, then is necessary, because it could be bad, it could be dangerous, it could be taboo. Maybe should I present myself as somebody who needs such a room for some other purpose?
Well, I've always found at the school that honesty is the best policy, but I
No,
don't
that's.
know.
I wouldn't want to reflect badly on you if I was caught in a lie. So, honesty it is. And we'll just kind of play it by ear and see who seems the most approachable.
I think it might be best if we approach it in the sense that you have a book that I would like to research, as that's part of what I do here at the university.
Oh, yes.
And we could get access for me in the room, and you would obviously join with the book. But me, as being a member of the university, it'd be easier to gain access that way.
And if somebody asks why we need to do it in this room,
I'll just
tell them the
because
truth.
the book has special properties.
Yeah, the room is very specifically used to discern very dangerous items safely. For instance, we could use any number of the God, what's the name of that thing? It doesn't matter. There's plenty of rooms that are more common that we could use to try to do this, where we might not even be seen by lower divination. But this room is completely secure. It's the only one of its kind, I think.
Right. Good.
At least that's the rumor.
Hopefully. We'll think that works.
Right. Well, I have to go. Being the prefect for the school, I need to go now. But have fun inside, and
Good luck.
good luck getting your request in. And if you need to speak to Master Phoenix, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'll arrange a meeting with you, and maybe we could. I don't know if you want to hear about that on today's special day, but we won't have an
Whatever news
opportunity
you have,
like
or
this very often.
whatever you want to talk about. It's fine. Who knows when we'll get to see each other again.
Okay. Well, enjoy the party. And as he disappears in the rest of the crowd, you guys let out into this grand banquet hall. You can see tapestries hanging in all sorts of different archways to the left and to the right. This massive ballroom. The Grand Master staircases rising up in multiple levels. You can see that it continues to spiral up onto itself with multiple tiered balcony levels where it has individuals peering off over the side. There's a Grand Master chandelier that seems to be somewhere around the range of 30 feet across and made out of tiny crystals that are sending out a myriad of different colors throughout the room, almost making it look like a disco room more than anything else. You see on the ceiling that there are paintings within the ceiling itself, statues sitting on pedestals in the corners of the rooms, each with their own little alcove and placards next to them. Hallways leading off to the distance and other sides. You're not sure even what's here at all. But that's where you are, in this fanciest place you've ever been. And you can see people are being pretty posh about it.
Sadie will adopt her most persona, and again, kind of almost like she owns the place, but like in a more respectful way. Just straight back, confidence. Kind of look around at like what other people are doing. Are there like drink trays where people are?
Oh my, Terry, look at this individual. And they're pointing at me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, he's so Oh, so boorish. Oh, I love it. Oh, is this your manservant, dear?
He's my bodyguard.
How very
Never go anywhere without him.
scandalous. Oh, yes, indeed. Terry, you must look more important. Sorry, Mum. It's fine, dear. And you see this big oafish orc standing behind her, and he's wearing like a little cravat, and he's got like fancy buttons on his ill-fitted, like overly fitted rather, not ill-fitted. It's well fitted, but too much so for this orc. And he's just like, really sorry, Mum.
I think you look wonderful, Terry.
Thanks, miss.
May I ask who I have the pleasure of making the acquaintance of?
Oh, pardon me. My name is Elizabeth Taylor Stella the Third.
And
Might want to write that down.
Nope.
I'm from a matriarchal society where they.
I always
I
thought
am
it wasn't
here
fair
to
that they didn't give
observe-
women.
I'm here to observe the very most beautiful things. That's right, my school being the one to impress.
And which school is that?
Oh, we're from El Tortules.
Which
Oh,
of the
excellent.
weird-looking monsters is yours?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Etitals. I believe that here they were forced to do so. I believe we go by a lion. Yes, it was the lion that you saw. Of
Oh, quite magnificent.
course, they give it a human face because they're creepy. But, well, that's what the school's all about, am I right? I haven't
Yes.
heard much, but I do know my father worked very hard on all of this. I must say.
Of
Actually,
course.
she would have a name. But that's fine. Says, yes. Well, Waterdeep did not have a better academy. I know there are another school here from the Waterdeep, but we are the best. Isn't that right, Terry? Yes, ma'am, that's right. And what dear school are you from?
We are here as guests of the University of Phoenix.
Oh, the new school.
Mm.
Well, not new school. Of course, I've heard about it plenty around town. Please come with me, dear. And she takes your hand and leads you leads you further inside to go grab. Ooh, look, crab puffs. Ooh, so delectable. Here, please have some. Terry, get us some crab puffs. Yes, Mum.
I will be perfectly polite and partake.
I heard that your school is full of academics. Artwork seems to be a big thing for your people.
Yes,
Well, I've been saying all this time there's not nearly enough class. I'll tell you what. Most of our schools really, really focus on adventuring or magic. And what I tell you, we need more arts, more sculptures, more refined things. I believe this place
course.
needs an apiary. That's right, an apiary, because we need sweet things. Isn't that right,
That would be
Terry?
lovely.
Yes,
And
Mum.
Can you tell me a little bit about the other schools that are present? I admit I am quite ill-informed about.
I'm not sure about most of them. I do hear that Blackstuff Tower has one here. They are officially members of the Selindor Academy as well. Nothing fancy, that old wizard's tower, trying to act like he's some sort of fancy academy. I dare say he is not that fancy at all. Nothing in comparison to my family. No.
Of course. A tower is not that impressive. Anybody can build a tower.
Right. I hear this is a tower, which would be very big.
Oh, it's a big tower. Not everybody can build a really big tower.
And where is that located? Somewhere on the far side of the Soul Coast, or?
Yeah, more
I'm
or
not sure. I
less.
took a magical portal here, and I hear it's very fancy. Sort of a secret place.
Yes, we also took portals, honestly. They do like their, well, heirs.
Oh, and who is this dirty thing? Now finally taking notice of Grim.
Grim.
Oh, cool, it talks! How quaint.
Yes, it talks.
Grim is one of our cultural exchange students.
Oh, I see. Oh, bless you, dear.
Oh, Grim is just a druid who likes mushrooms.
Right. Well, if you'd all like to take a seat with me at my table, of course. Well, of course, your exchange student can go find his own place. Sorry, but I want to keep my appetite, and he smells something like a feast himself. Well, a feast for the mass.
That's
that is.
okay. Grim doesn't want your fancy food anyway.
I believe our
She looks
company
like-
might.
Talk to me rudely.
Grim has berries. He does not need your
Tell
wasteful
him to disrespect me again.
nonsense.
Slap his face. Yes, Mum.
Seti just ignores Grim completely, and that is such a generous invite. Very much appreciated. I believe our company has been promised elsewhere, but it was an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Oh,
And
yes,
I
of
do hope we
course,
get
dear.
to converse more tonight.
Oh, certainly, dear. Certainly. I'll be over here by the crab puffs because they're so little.
They are
Terry,
excellent.
another crab puff? And she opens his mouth, and Terry goes, "Yes, Mum." He gets this tiny little fork that he pulls out. He has like a little pocket. Well, there's no pocket square. It just has different utensils that he has lined up, like perfect little silver utensils. Probably platinum, to be honest. And he pulls them out, and he sticks it in there, and he feeds her into her mouth. He goes, "Oh, so cute. So delectable." So that's the kind of people that are around in this place.
Sorry, hang on, I got a work message I have to reply to.
Oh.
But yeah, Seti, makes her little speech, and as they drift off, just like, ugh. To go look around for other important looking people.
Selindor will lean down towards you and just say, "It's best not to make eye contact with most of the folks here."
Duly noted. Thank you for the
That's
tip.
how I scare most people away, though.
Well, the ones
Maybe we
here
should
will want to
have-
talk.
Is there like a table or something that is unoccupied? Like, do they have name cards? What is
No,
this?
no name cards. Mostly it's just like big long tables that are very fancy. But you could sit pretty much wherever you want, it seems.
Is there
it's
like
hard to
a
say.
swath of a table that is
There's
pretty
lots
well
of standing
unoccupied?
room. There's a certain round tables along the outsides, and otherwise there's long tables down the middle. So you could pick a side table that's circular, and then there's the buffet tables on the far walls on either side, framing it out. And then further towards the front, you see that there is a high table, and there's nobody currently occupying the large, massive, like skyrocketing throne up there. But you do see that the stage has a line table up there as well. Again, very Hogwarts style. And you see that there are a couple individuals sitting there wearing different colored robes.
Seti kind of turns to the group. Like, all right. If I'm going to be kissing asses tonight, I think maybe it would be easier to do it if we split up. I don't want to say you're all crumping my style, but you're all crumping my style a little bit. So, there's a lot of food. It's really good. If you like meat. Can't believe I ate crab for that woman. It was not worth it at all. But anyway, just keep your ears to the ground, not literally, but see if you can eavesdrop a little bit without being too obvious, and learn some stuff about who's here and who's important. I guess everybody's important in their own way, but important to Argos. And if you do find yourself panicking and not knowing what to do, just use the ring to talk to the group before you do anything big.
Walks in a random direction, and I roll a 73.
Wait, what?
Okay, off I go. She said separate. We're spreading out. I'm walking
Oh,
in a
okay.
random direction.
You
I
read
rolled a
73. You walk almost straight towards the front table, the big front table, but you're sort of going off into the corner, like,
Yes.
but towards the very front of the banquet hall.
Great. I will be standing in the corner at the front of the banquet hall. I'll just sort of like against the wall.
Just blends in as part of the wall.
Okay, where's everybody else going? I was gonna find a
I'm
banquet
going-
hall map, but I was too lazy.
I want to head towards the food tables, but
Okay.
particularly want to look for anyone who looks like they're the higher ranked guys. If they're anywhere near the food tables, like try and follow them through the food line type thing.
You do see individuals wearing differently colored robes or other outfits, but it seems like maybe they are students or teachers more so than, because there are a few individuals you see at the head table seated down, and they look important with their like gilded robes and shit.
Those people don't get their own food.
Yeah. So well, I'm working on making like 2 plates of food, and just listening to whoever's around and kind of.
Make me a perception check.
This food looks delicious. With a 9.
With a 9. Yeah, you're not picking up a whole lot because there's a really tasty looking piece of pork right in front of you, and you've kind of gotten a taste for that over at the Hidden Boar, and this one looks real tasty. So you're thinking about that. You hear talking, but gosh, is that not nearly as important as this tasty piece of pork belly?
Oh.
What's everybody else doing? Seti, you're being followed by Bropsy. She's sort of sticking close to you. Which direction did you go, Cinder?
I imagine Cinder and I would stick together
Okay.
if we're gonna.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going then?
I would lead Seti around, maybe introduce her to a few professors from the University of Phoenix, sort of mingle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm going to say that you guys do that for about half an hour. There are a lot of individuals at this school. So the ones that actually go here, you can tell because they're wearing robes that match. Their home school. But the professors and everything, I didn't go through and write all these down, and I don't want to mess with it too much because this is an enormous fucking school. But you guys talk, and a lot of them find you interesting and invite you guys to stay. Like every single one of you gets a recruitment offer from somebody while you're here. Grim, while you're standing over in the corner, somebody literally comes to the wall and says, "So, what school are you from?" Like every.
Does not need school.
Fair enough. It's just a whole lot of you guys getting hit on by all these poachers, basically. They're all like,
Recruitment. Yeah.
yeah. I can sense a little bit of power coming off of each of you, enough for them to take interest.
Well, if we're here, we must be rich.
Studies at the
so they want
School
our
of
tuition
Hard
money.
Knocks.
There's that too.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn.
So I'll say that you guys have these conversations for a while. As the top front begins to fill, you guys see. Let me go to my page real quick. You guys see what looks like a glowing individual with wings, wearing a robe, walks up onto the deck and sits down. The robe that he is wearing is gold. And he sits down at the table, and you can see his eyes have a bright glow to them.
Is he glowing in the
And-
way that Aaron would glow?
Yes. And he sits down at the table and he looks to his left, and you can see directly to his left, with their feet kicked up, is what looks like a very tan-skinned chick with very frizzy hair that looks like it's made out of small little pieces of leaf. And she's wearing a yellow robe with... Oh, sorry, I forgot to say his emblem was it looks like it's got a unicorn emblem on his robe. Her robe is just tied on there. Otherwise, she's naked beneath. You can tell that it's kind of like back, and she's naked underneath of this thing that's just loosely tied onto her, and on it looks basically like a penis. It's a mushroom person,
Is it a mushroom?
but
Is it
it's
a mushroom school?
but it is as phallically shaped as humanly possible, and she's got her feet
As
kicked up on the
mushroomly
desk.
possible.
Yeah, as mushroomly possible. And so he turns his head, looks at her, and she goes, "You guys hear what she's saying?" But she's like, and he just goes right back to center and just doesn't fucking respond. But you can tell that just from any distance in the room, you can tell that this planetar fucking hates sitting next to this fae.
As soon as you talk about something of interest to Grim, I might discard cuts.
Yep.
Grim is fully if there's a
Uh,
penis-shaped mushroom school, the Grim's all for it.
Sitting down on one side of the table, you see somebody in green robes with what looks like the emblem of a spoopy. And is a drow who sits down there. And he sits on the far side of the table. And a few more slowly start to take their place, one of which comes up wearing a blood red robe and has long white hair and a very pale complexion. And on there, as you see, the emblem of a bat.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I don't know if you guys want to do anything or you want me to keep explaining as these things
Oh.
go up. But that's who's there right now. So
Okay.
you can wait till another one shows up. But
Right.
those are the ones that are currently there.
Well, Grim's gonna meander over to the mushroom lady.
So you're approaching the main table up at the head of the room.
Why not? She's a mushroom person.
All right, so Grim just sort of saunters over to the table. As you do, you see that from the ground, it sort of swoops open. There's just like a hole that suddenly appears, and a construct rises out of the ground, and it looks almost like a pillar for a second, and then it just opens itself up and says, "How can I help you, sir?" And you see what looks like a fucking robot standing in front of you.
Mitnir delivers
Grim-
2 plates
Grim
of
wants
food.
to go talk to the mushroom lady.
This is a special event. You do not have permission to speak to any of the headmasters.
Can you talk to the headmaster? Tell her. Grim says hi.
I can inquire. Into the ground. Direct next to her. You hear something. Yeah. Yes, sir. She'll see you right now.
Does that mean I can go up? Does
Yeah.
that mean?
And he.
Okay,
back
I
on the
go
ground.
up to talk to her.
Okay, so you walk up to the table, and she's like,
Yeah, why not?
"How can I help you, Fairbog?" And you look
Wow,
at her,
I
and
just-
her, and she looks like the most stoned fae you've ever seen in your life.
Grim fully expected all of these schools to be very boring, but then Grim saw that your school apparently is a mushroom school.
Mushroom school. Oh shit! Yeah. You're talking about her. Yeah, we made a dick. Yeah, we did that because. I mean, you look over and you see that there's this stoic, glowing, like angelic creature sitting right next to her. Its eyes twitching. It's like, sorry, we take our business very seriously here. And she sits up,
Oh, it's
kind of like fixes her robe, and she says, "We are Feywild Teachings. Ooh, the school is Selindor. Ooh, and we teach you all about finding your inner wild side. No, we teach you all kinds of stuff: herbalism, alchemy, all kinds of stuff like that. It's a big school, big school, big school, big school." And then she leans
Grim's
forward and she's
teacher.
like, "And we really didn't want to be left out when they made this school on our turf."
Right. Yeah. Do you know my teacher, the hag lady?
No?
Oh, okay.
Maybe. It's your
Griselda?
teacher a hag lady? I know a lot of
She's
hags.
a bunch.
I know a lot of
You know,
teachers.
She has a bunch of sisters. They all
Yeah,
look the same.
not narrowing it down. Hey, hon, it was real nice meeting you. It's fun because I really like pissing off the big guy here. But I'm bored now. So
Okay.
off you go.
Grim just wanted to say hi. Goodbye, big guy.
Nice to say hi to you too. Wasn't that fun? Nah, that wasn't so bad.
Then I'll just go back to my corner. He just wanted to say hi to the lady with a mushroom on her robes.
Okay. So, as you guys are sitting there chilling, it continues to fill up. You have an individual in gray robes. They have the rat emblem on them. Goes and sits down. They're sitting on the far right side, closest to Grim. You see a very familiar illithid
Huh.
get up slowly onto the stage, hover his way in, looking very bored. He sort of scoops up by, nods to each of the other headmasters there, sees the angel basically sitting there and goes, and wiggles his tentacles at him, and which the planetar just goes, and he continues around and sits next to the one in the gray robes. His robes are purple and have the image of a brain on them, which I forgot to mention. In the statue, there was a brain just sculpted there.
Sure.
Another individual. Oh, did I say gray for him? Apparently I have gray for another person. What? No. What color are you
For
guys?
rats. You said gray for
they're
rats.
blue.
You said purple for brain.
Sorry, I mixed things up. His are blue. The rat's robes are blue. And then another individual comes up. They have a raven, and theirs are gray. And they are an elf. And they have the raven on theirs. You see it continues to fill with a what looks like a dwarven individual that comes up, and they have a silver robe with the sort of snake with serpent with the wings. I think it's actually called a quaddle. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. You see a human in copper robes with a lion on it sit down at the table, and one of the seats remains completely empty. And even as things begin to settle down, you see them saying, like, oh, everybody find your seat. Everybody seems to be finding their seat from information being given to them by these totems that pop up out of the ground and then turn into like little robotic dudes and then back in like, oh, settle down. Find your seat, please, madam. Here, let me help you. Along the way. Helps everybody find their center. Battlemaster will be arriving shortly.
Right.
So somebody pops up in front of you and says, hi, find yourself a seat. The headmaster will be here soon.
I guess we find a seat.
Okay.
Is
So-
Cleary around here somewhere with a seat, or is he doing a presentation or something?
Cleary is currently you're watching as Cleary is nowhere to be seen. Actually,
Okay.
sorry. At the moment Cleary is nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Suddenly the lights and then come back on, and you see a really old man sitting in the headmaster throne seat. He looks tiny. He's got big long nose, really bottle cap glasses. Looks like the oldest fucking wizard you've ever seen in your life. And he says, welcome! You saw that magic? It's pretty good. Everybody is dead silent. Well, I thought so anyways. Anyways, welcome to Selindor Academy. It's my school. All these rich people are like,
Crickets chirping.
well, anyways, we're here today to honor the acquisition of another school under our flag. What can I say? It'll be really neat.
Like nobody's applauding or anything.
Nope. Well, anyways, we've got lots of schools here. For instance, we've got the risen mind of Yistrandi. Yep, you old fucker. Nice seeing you here. How old are you now? And you hear in all of your minds like, that's impolite to ask in public. Fair enough. Fair enough it is. Fair enough. You get a few chuckles throughout the audience. Well, anyways, we got them. We got the old Neverwinter Academy. I guess the annihilation of your whole school didn't bring you down, huh? You see this elven individual turns and looks over to him like, no, too soon. It's been 300 years. Not over it? All right. Anyways, we've got some pretty big high rollers from, hey, the High Realm Academy. Isn't that right, Kortig? The Planetar's eyes are visibly twitching even from a distance. Yep, man a few words. Man a few words. Round of applause for that guy. Lots of applause, sort of lightly from the distance. Oh, yeah. He hates communicating with us lower beings, so don't take him to a pub. Alrighty, who do we got over here? Oh, sorcery. Yeah, all right. Spelled your name wrong, put an E at the end. That makes you special, you fucks. You see the drow just turns around and just goes, Headmaster, please do not insult my people any more than you already have. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. You're just drow after all. Would never, ever insult a drow. I think you guys are cool. Alrighty, over here we've got, Blackstaff Tower. Kelvin, always good to see you. Indeed, sir. Good. Necron Academy, Shale. How you doing? Seen any sunrises recently? You're a fucking dick. Yes? Yes, I am. How about you, Willow? Just happy to be here, sir. Happy to be here. Wonderful. All right, and over here with Silverwind Academy. I'll tell you what. I'm going to ignore that guy. Oh, look. And then over here, all turtles. Oh, you fancy rich fuck. Look at that. Look at that. We got humans from Common District and Waterdeep all around here. Tell you, Selindor's starting to feel a lot like the material plane. And he leans forward like this is the best joke anyone's ever told. Nope.
Crickets.
Crickets. Well, alrighty then. Yeah, I figured somebody would get that. Anyways, and Varuna's here too, but y'all not gonna see her. Their headmistress is, well, you know, they're here. And they're racing cars. Anyways, let's get down to brass tacks.
Second that was you.
Let's get down to brass tacks and talk about what we're all here to celebrate. Am I right, everyone? And you hear a few claps in the distance like, yeah. We're here to talk about the acquisition of this new school who has given great contribution in their short time here. That's right. The University of Phoenix Online. No, I'm sorry. That's a typo. It says on ley line. That's dumb. Why are you trying to make jokes? Your school's a joke. I'm kidding. Well, come on, you guys. And you watch as Phoenix walks up, this red cardinal Aarakocra, and he takes his seat at the end of the table, and he's got Cleary with him. He says, well, that's about it for that. Welcome to the table, man. And he just goes, yep, no pageantry. Y'all party for a bit, and then we'll go outside and we'll do the statue ceremony. Yes, headmaster. Cool. Well, try not to choke on your fancy food, you rich fucks. Blackout. Lights back on. He's gone.
Oh, well, that was something.
Everybody's quietly like clapping confusedly. And then
we're done. Oh, we're done.
And then everybody who goes to like Selindor Academy is just like, yeah, and just goes back to what they're doing and continuing to mingle, party, and the night is yours until they move on to the next event.
Okay, so
My good berries.
during
I
all
pop
of
one in my
the
mouth.
during all of the previous mingling, did I learn anything about like who's connected to who? Like, if we can't get to the headmaster's table, who would be like the next best person for any one of the schools? Or actually, now that we know our buddy is up there, can I try to like make eye contact with him or something? Or no, I'll send him a message. The Illithid guy.
Oh, the Illithid. Oh boy, let me go find him real quick. Okay.
I feel like
So-
you guys met Phoenix before.
You guys have met
Either
Phoenix.
one-
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he likes us though. We tried to walk into his room.
Well, yeah, I just don't know if he has.
Well,
the-
He
He's
likes
a-
Brazzi, doesn't he?
He's a headmaster now.
He is indeed a headmaster at the school.
So you kind of have an in.
Grim's
there.
gonna see if there's like a whole table full of like the mushroom guild or mushroom school.
So you're looking for people in yellow robes.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check. Or investigation. Do investigation. It's even better.
I mean, how hard is it
Well,
to
man,
spot
this
yellow
is the
robes?
key. And it's good.
Would
That
you
was
roll?
not good. A 9.
Apparently difficult for Grim to find yellow robes.
A 9? Well, you look around and you do not spot a single person wearing a yellow robe.
Well,
They're all outside.
that's a shame.
So you're sending a message to
Well-
Idrisma.
First, I'm gonna send one to Cleary.
Okay, send one to Cleary.
Just be like, "Hey, now that your guy is a headmaster." No, this isn't sending. This is just message.
Oh, okay.
As long as I'm within like 100 feet, I think.
It's a big banquet hall. You're not sure if you're within 100 feet.
Well, I can meander over, right? Like I can get within 100
Sure, you can
feet.
send the message. I'm going to say you send the message like 4 times and then it finally goes through. It's the little things.
Now that your guy is a headmaster, have you talked to him about this book problem?
Yes, I've mentioned wanting to use the room, but like I said, we can always speak with him about it if you like. I just didn't want to bring it up during this very special event, but we absolutely can if that's what you'd like to do. That said, obviously the event is not nearly what I was expecting it to be. Again, never met the headmaster before. He's kind of nuts.
Yeah, not very pleasant. I don't want to impose on the occasion, but we do already know Master Phoenix a little bit.
Oh, of course. I'll go introduce for you if you want to arrive, especially if you're showing up with Sender anyways. Yeah, by all means.
Thank you.
So you see Cleary just pops up from the back and Nikita poofed. Oh, and poofed back. You watch as he walks up and you can see he's standing by Phoenix, the Aarakocra, and goes, and he's just whispering to him. He's like, sort of, says, well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys approaching? What's up?
Yeah,
A
sure.
gesture
Just
that we can come up.
Yeah, so as you guys are approaching, you see like a little robot pops up next to Cleary, who seems to be walking in that direction. He's like, and you like they converse for a second, and he's like, he waves you guys over.
approach with like my best like winning smile and like
A couple of the individuals at the table take an interest in you. They're just like, interesting. Or notice the one with the burning hair. It's like, oh, very rare. Oh, yeah.
Seti's very like in all of the mingling she did before, like trying to make every person she talks to feel very important and very interesting. So all the professors, what do you teach? Oh, that's so fascinating. How long have you been doing that? What got you started? And like, you know, light touches on like shoulders or wrists or something to like convey like listening and like attentiveness. And she's just bringing that energy straight back up to the table. Mr. Phoenix, congratulations on this momentous occasion. It's really quite exciting. We're so proud of Cleary and so excited for the university to have such a big event.
Yes, of course. I don't remember your name exactly, but I know we've met.
My name is Satimera.
Satimera, yes. I'm Phoenix.
Of course. I know this is a big event for you, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to
Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
I wanted to extend my congratulations first and foremost. But I believe Cleary has mentioned a particular predicament I am in with an artifact that is quite delicate, and I understand the university has a chamber that may be appropriate.
Yeah,
to
perception
study.
chamber. Yes, I've heard requests from Cleary about this. I didn't have the pool before. Didn't expect you to be here so soon asking.
I don't mean to be indelicate, but I believe this
Oh,
artifact may have. One of our friends has gone missing, and I believe this artifact may give us some answers as to where he is.
Well,
I know.
Cinder, are you involved in this as well now?
Yes, Phoenix, I will be the one examining the book.
Well, that actually makes things significantly less troublesome.
Sorry, I should have led with that. Cinder thinks he can decipher this artifact for us. It's apparently something of his specialty.
Yes, he's something of a... my brain's not working. What's the word I'm looking for? Savant. Prodigy. He's something of a prodigy when it comes to research and finding out those hard to find bits of information. I would say that much at least. And you're familiar with these texts? I heard it was a book of some kind. Why would a book require
It is
that
a
specific chamber? He just looks around kind of. You see the guy sitting next to him is which one is it? It's the elf in the gray robes sort of leans over and he's like, why would you need that one? Is it something big? Sorry, this is a private conversation between me and my students. Oh, I see. No, it's fine. It's fine. I see how it is. You want to keep your secrets, new guy? Sure. Why not? Thank you. As I was saying, if you might want to step a bit closer so we can speak a little bit more hushed, since some people are eavesdroppers.
Oh. A very old book, and it might have some very powerful magics. We don't want anybody to get hurt. And until we know what we're dealing with, we want to be very cautious, as we believe this book might have caused the disappearance of our friend.
I can speak with the headmaster if you wish.
It would be very appreciated, and I do apologize very much for the imposition, especially at this time. Apparently we are up and coming a little bit in Selindor, and we would be very much in your debt.
I don't mean to be that person, but might I collect on that debt? Should I get it done? Why don't we make it an even trade? I'll give you access to that room.
Hmm.
You give me that statue.
Ah,
Which what?
Oh, that's right. You took them all back. I understand the utility of one of them. For my school, I think the Mephit statue would be very useful. Having centuries around my schoolyard might be quite advantageous.
I hesitate to speak for the whole party, but I believe we would all agree that our friend's well-being is worth far more than a statue to us. Consider it a done deal.
Good. I'll speak with the headmaster then.
Thank you
During
very
the
much.
statue ceremony, he should be there as well. I'll speak with him, and assuming you're getting approval, you can head there directly. Of course, I will have to escort you as well.
Very much appreciated. I cannot even begin to thank you.
Of course.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, Lynn. And I look to Cleary as well. And congratulations again, both of you.
Thank you. Okay.
Great night.
So as you go back and find your space, settle down, and wait through the rest of this annoying evening, go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys.
They made Cinder's accent up on the spot, so now I gotta remember it.
Yeah. It's like just left of minstrel. Or right,
It's a
maybe.
little more
more
toward
Russian. Yeah. All right. Shit, we're back in because I fucked up studio mode. But hi, guys.
You do that all the time. All the time.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Who's back?
Been back for
Katie's
5 minutes for all we know.
No, it was just now.
Okay. Well, hey guys. Picking up where we left up. Hey, would you go away?
She wants your ice cream.
She wants my ice cream. This is our cat Starbuck. For those of you who don't know, she wants my ice cream. She's looking at it right now. She wants it so bad. She's kicking her little feet.
I want ice cream.
It's cherry cheesecake ice cream.
Pretty fucking good. Anyways, so after getting a promise from Phoenix that he would talk to the headmaster, you guys find yourselves wading through a very awkward banquet. Go away. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I still want to see if there's any more mushroom people. But I can't
Make an
find any.
investigation check.
Investigation. No, investigation. It's intelligence based and I'm not proficient.
Yeah, like he's just trying
12.
to notice things. That would be perception. Just to
No, it's not.
notice.
No, it's not, because he's looking for something specific out of a crowd. He is investigating.
Well, I rolled a 12.
He's
Yeah, you're
playing
not
the real
seeing
life
any
version
mushroom
of
people
Where's
right
Waldo.
now. But maybe it's because they're short in general, and everything here is tall. Or maybe it's because there's all these rich humans here, and they don't want to have anything too scary around.
That's not scary. Mushroom people aren't scary. They have like vampires running around.
Mm-hmm. And you can see
Vampires just
that
glitter.
the individuals, the humans that have been invited here, are just staring at all the individuals up on the stand, like with like awe on their face, like I've never seen anything like this in my life. You know, I mean, neither of you guys. You guys have never seen a winged individual. Well, you've seen Orin flying around, so I guess never mind. That's normal.
Yes, we've seen lots of stuff. Once you've seen a goat demon monster, everything else is just like, well, this is normal.
It's not trying to kill me. It's fine.
So, but is there anything else you guys? So, looking around, you don't find any mushroom people. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Oh
Um,
man.
Probably just get a few snacks to munch on while we're waiting.
Yeah, definitely
We'll
munching.
go around.
I think now that we've gotten what we came for, I'm assuming the guy with the wings is the only person here that looks like that.
Yes.
Okay.
I will offer random people good berries that I have left over.
Not a single person takes one.
Well, fine.
Seti will if you offer one to Seti.
I'll offer Zeddy one.
Oh, thank
I
you.
have like 8 left.
But when the mushroom-covered furball that's been standing in the corner this entire
Offers
time
you a
shows
berry.
up and offers you a berry, you say no.
You want a berry?
Ranger danger.
They're very good.
Are they
Look.
weed berries?
No,
No, I gotta
They're
work
all-
tomorrow. Maybe next time,
CBD
bro.
berries?
alternative to wasteful whatever this is.
Seti, assuming I can get within 100 feet again without being really like obvious. Like I don't know how far the head table is from the rest of the floor. But if I can just go up to like the closer end of one of the banquet tables and kind of like look like I'm mingling or getting a drink or something, I'm gonna send a message to the guy with the wings
Mm-hmm.
and just say, I have a friend that looks like you. I didn't know where he came from though, I don't think. I'm sure he would have liked to make your acquaintance. Are there many of you here?
Send a message.
Hmm.
Okay. You don't see a single reaction on his face. Fuck off, Starbuck. He doesn't react whatsoever, and he doesn't respond to your message.
Alright.
Starbucks like, I'm gonna get it.
I'll just follow up with like, his name is Orin.
Okay, so he just doesn't respond to you at all.
Mr. High and Mighty Planetар.
Oh my god! Okay, now things are just falling because of you, and it's expensive things. So fuck off.
But yeah, I guess that's
That's it.
I guess so.
That's it. Is it? That's all.
Okay, well, as you guys eat some more food and sit there awkwardly, you notice that this party just seems to keep dragging on, and then eventually, you guys see Cleary like goes outside and comes back and whispers something to Phoenix, and he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "You guys mind if?" And the other people at the table start talking. And they're like, "Yeah." It's like, well, apparently we're not doing the statue ceremony as the headmaster did that by himself while we were all inside eating. If you want to enjoy, there's now a phoenix at part of the statue. Thank you for having me here at Selindor. It's quite a pleasure to be here. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, and there's clapping throughout the entire room. And you know, he takes a moment and he gives a speech, and then the night begins to wind down, and people from the head table begin disappearing off into the wings or just vanishing from sight instantaneously. And eventually he makes his way down to you all and he says, "Fortunately, I did not have a chance to speak with the headmaster.
Yes, that is unfortunate, but I understand.
But as a headmaster of the school that has been recognized by Selindor Academy, I can give you all permission to roam the grounds. So, consider yourselves temporary members of Phoenix Academy. I'll speak with the headmaster as soon as I can, and I will get back to you with any information there then to whether or not we have permission to use the room."
Right. And just to be clear, I roam the grounds. It's kind of leaving
Sorry?
it hanging.
Right then.
Okay. Thank you.
It's fine, thank you, Phoenix. I will just show them around.
Please do so. Well, Cleary. Have a wonderful night. Yes, of course, sir. Bye.
Are you relieved of your duties now, Cleary?
Oh, yes. Apparently, there weren't many duties.
I'm sorry, the headmaster put a little bit of a pall over the evening, I suppose. But it was a lovely
apparently that's
party.
just the way that he is. I spoke to some of my fellow prefects, and that's just the way he's always been.
Well, too much time with academia, some people forget how to be a person.
Yes, of course.
Some
Well,
literally.
I liked him. I thought he was a funny guy.
And I suppose, his jokes definitely weren't landing, but he's definitely funny in the weird sense, maybe not the ha-ha sense.
I could definitely picture when that guy told his jokes, there was just one person laughing in the far back corner of the room, and it's grim.
Oh, yeah.
It's just you have to when the elderly are that close to their return to the earth, it's
You must give them
Cool.
their laughter.
that's right. You just humor them, right, in their final days.
I'm not just trying to rush anything, but what are we gonna do? Can we go to this stupid room for this stupid thing?
Well, that's, the barroom in the ground. Can we into? Don't want anybody in trouble, but
I don't know. I know that this is something that we want to get done as quickly as possible. I'm not sure when the headmaster will actually get permission, but the thing is, I'm not entirely sure how we would even find the apperception chamber. It's rumored to be on the bottommost level of the tower in a secret zone. It's like a hidden reliquary where they keep the bad shit, basically. I wouldn't even know how to get there.
Multi-pass. It's not the apperception.
There is no response from your multipass.
They wouldn't be.
it's
Where are they shot?
certainly sounds like a kind of place that would be difficult to access. Well, if they're keeping important things there. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we could just...
Well,
we could go somewhere...
acquisition and everything. If you all can't wait till the headmaster gets permission for this, I'm more than happy to... Well, not more than happy, but I will try to help you get there tonight, if that's what we need to do.
We have all those powerful people in there. Can't we just ask one of them to, summon Orin?
I suppose we could try... Oh god, he died!
Bad Goodberry.
Okay, I gotta go watch this. Starbuck is just stalking me.
Sure.
Oops. There we
Oops.
go. I have no idea what
So
that is.
that's kind of the question though. Do we want to keep schmoozing and try to find somebody that could maybe know about these magics that could get him back? Do we want to focus on the book? We could go just someplace we don't care about in case Northot shows up and just open the book there, even though it's not
I mean,
shielded.
if we want their help, we can just open the book out in the courtyard with all the teleportation spots.
Do we have the book with us?
Yeah,
Somebody
Oh.
has the book.
I do. It's in my bag with the lead inside the lead box.
I mean,
Oh,
we can
that's
just,
right. It's in the
fancy bag.
it's in the
we can just
fancy
sit
bag.
down on the quad, and everyone will notice very quickly if a goat monster shows up.
That's fine. Why not, right?
That's maybe not quite the impression I wanted to leave, especially at this. We don't want to ruin the night for. Clearly, we're not going to do it. It's don't worry.
Yes, please don't do that. One, I don't want to die. Two, I really like going here and learning magic.
We will not endanger the school in any way.
At least not directly.
That lady I talked to earlier didn't really know anything about Selindor.
I think
Maybe-
the only ones that
Oh.
would really know about Selindor would be the headmasters.
Well, yeah. So are all of the did I meet professors that taught here in Selindor?
Yes.
Can I look around and see if any of them are noticeably drunk?
Make an investigation check.
Alrighty.
Professor of combat magic getting plastered.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 10.
I mean, there's some drunk individuals. Absolutely. Which one's a headmaster? You honestly don't know.
Well, professor.
Or not that's what I meant, sorry. Which one's a professor? You have no idea. You know the headmasters, but which ones are professors at this point? You don't remember. You did a whole lot of schmoozing with a whole lot of random people and you don't
Are
remember.
any of the headmasters like meandering about?
Who's still hanging out? They the El Torchels, I don't know how to actually pronounce that. Academy person, the copper robes, the lion with the human face.
Uh-huh.
They are meandering around.
They seem like the loser club.
Is the Illithid still here?
Oh yeah, the Illithid's still there.
Alright.
He's just chilling up, having some tea at the table up top.
Is he like the only one up there?
They're the only one up there other than
Is the elf still up there?
Dartali. Dartali is not. That was the elf. There is the drow still there. Fiero's still there.
I'll send a message to the Illithid. Say, nice to see you again, Visetti. Might I come speak with you?
Why would you need to ask permission? I don't know what you are already doing.
Fair enough. I didn't want to intrude.
I'm just enjoying some Rubus tea.
Purpose is my favorite. They have some excellent beverages here.
I brought it from home.
Your tea was definitely a step above. I didn't realize you were a headmaster when we met.
In my younger days, I contributed to the rise of the Illithid, the risen mind. a probability who's the brain, elder brain, rose and accepted science and magics.
That's quite impressive. A heck of a legacy.
It was a time of youth and passion.
Of course. We all have those. Some more than others. I was wondering, you remember my friend Oren?
The celestial boy.
He went missing on our return journey. Used his return crystal and simply did not come out the other side. I've been told it is a rare event, but something that can happen, and that there may be certain magics that could bring a person back. I wonder if you might know anything about these.
I could try to scry on this individual. If you have something that belongs to him.
That would be very helpful. Let me think about it a moment and consult with my friends. Just to the group. Does anybody have something on Oren?
Check the bag of holding.
What
Bropsy would
about
probably check
the
bag of
things
holding.
that
would
he?
be Bropsy.
What about the
So-
things that he gave us? They give us rings, and he gave us.
He did give
Do
us
those
things
not
that he
count?
made.
Do those count?
I feel like that should work. I'm
You
looking.
could ask. You could ask him. He could always tell us no.
Yeah, I'm looking through the bags of holding right now, and I don't.
Fuck off, Starbuck.
All right, so I'll just immediately reply like, I have a ring and like a headband that he made for us. Would that suffice? Something he made with his own hands.
Since I met him, I can probably use that as a clear image. Sure.
I'll take my headband off and, well, sure, fuck it. Just approach and leave it at the table with him.
Hi. Are you have freezes?
Nor the automaton.
I do come back up and just slide the headband.
Just grab a chair next to me. This is not such a formal place as it is designed. Designed to fool these rich material dwellers.
I sit down. Well, it was quite an impressive showing of it.
Yeah, that's a funny joke.
I appreciate your assistance with this. We're all quite new here, as symmetrical. And, we're not expecting such a thing to happen.
Yeah. It is a shame. He was one I liked more than the others.
Fair enough. Yeah, has its charms. I have heard a rumor that there may be a chamber here at the school or at the university where one might perform research or investigations of things without such a scry spell being able to be used upon them, free from prying eyes. Or
Wait,
so-
I missed that. You talking about the room?
Yeah, just like I've heard a rumor that there may be a room here that is actually resistant to such spells where people can investigate things away from prying eyes.
There is, in fact, such a room that dwells at the base of this tower. It is known as the Perception Chamber. To observe particularly dangerous artifacts. It is the ideal location, especially if it's being haunted by no thoughts.
Yes, you have it correct. It is, if this spell of yours does not yield promising news, then I think this is our next best step to maybe gain access to that chamber.
Do not worry. If he is on this plane, I will locate him and will not fail.
I'm not sure he is on this plane, but that would at least rule it out if it fails.
One moment.
He focuses for a second. He stares off into the distance.
Is this a spell that involves a roll?
They can save against it.
Okay.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Well, they got to be on the same plane of existence, so.
Yep, they do have to be on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think they are.
He will spend 10 minutes focusing, and you see he, in his hand, he sort of rises up, like he just like sort of reaches into his pocket, and a little crystal ball floats up, and he begins scrying, and it becomes misty and swirling, and then it falls back into his palm.
Yes, not on this plane.
That's what I thought. Thank you for confirming it. I
Good luck.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Please stop by if you wish to share some tea.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
He nods to you.
I'll take that as a dismissal and make my way back down towards the group. Well, I think it's time for another heist. Unless we can get a hold of the headmaster. I guess I should have asked. I'll go ahead and just send another message to the Illithid real quick. You wouldn't happen to know how to contact the headmaster, would you?
That false apparition, you mean?
That makes sense.
The true headmaster of this place is beyond your reckoning.
Hmm. Yes, it is not a surprise.
Even I fear him.
Fair enough. Thank you again.
That said, I could reach out if you so desire, but it would come at a cost.
Hmm. I've already given something of immense value in this pursuit. Name your price, and I will see if I can pay it.
Give me it instead, then.
Did I promise the statue, or did I give him the statue? I think I just promised the statue.
Promised it.
If he could get us the room. If he can't get us the room.
Yes, alright. If you can get us into the room before Master Phoenix does, our Mephit statue is all yours.
Consider it done.
And he's gone.
Okay.
You don't remember him where he was sitting exactly. You know he was there,
Mhm.
but he's just kind of gone.
Okay.
So I guess it's a race.
Out of character, I'm thinking, what if Northolt is the headmaster?
Oh, absolutely. Or Northot's master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think that'd be weird.
Of course, why not? Yeah.
You just ask him directly. Jeez.
That was with the laptops.
Alrighty, so what would you guys like to do? Would you just like to wait and see if there's a response from this, or would you like to pursue something on your own? What do you want to do? Because waiting
Since-
is a viable option if you guys
Sure.
think you can wait.
Well, since we've been given permission to roam, Cinder offered a tour, show us around a bit. Let's do that. Let's.
All right, so
Um,
Cleary says, "Well, and Cinder's going to give you a tour. I'm going to take my own time here, and I'm going to meet up with Master Phoenix, and make sure I stay in close contact with him, and I'll inform you as soon as we get permission.
Thank you.
Of course. I'll see you all soon." And he heads off.
And I will proceed to show them around.
Okay, where are you taking him?
Wherever you think the room
Oh,
is.
man. Let's see.
Because if we find it on our own, no one gets a statue.
Mhm.
Still need permission, though.
No, we don't.
I mean, it'll be
Nope.
easier with permission.
They could just blast us into oblivion. We probably can't open it on our own.
Trying to think where we would actually have permission to go. Could probably
Everywhere.
take them through the Towers of Thought,
Sure.
show them the different schools.
But how is thought spelled?
The way
Yes.
it's
That's
pronounced.
the powers of THOT.
Oh yeah.
That could be on a totally different adventure.
No, it's
That's the Bard
the-
College.
I'll probably definitely take them by is it
So the only-
Athenaeum?
Okay, the Athenaeum. Sure.
Yeah, because I would have spent lots of time in there being a researcher and all, and this is the central library.
Yep. So you take them over to one of the edge walls where you see that there are individuals getting in and out of, let's be real, guys, elevators. These elevators seem to be moving up and down. There are no tracks on them, but they are shifting up and down through some sort of magical means. You're not sure what. But as you step inside, you hear a whirring of energy, and you can feel free to tell them where you're taking them. I'm just
Okay. We're going to head down to the Athenaeum. It is the huge central library of the Selindor Academy. This contains the knowledge of all 12 schools located here, and it's quite a sight to behold, if I do say so.
Sounds
so
lovely.
as you guys climb into the elevator, you find yourself whiffed straight down. You see the grounds beneath it, the dirt, shifting down into what looks like solid stone and blackness. But then as you slide through with the little bit of light that you have, you then find it opening up straight down into a massive library, the most insane thing you've ever seen. Some I don't know how big it is, hundreds of feet high and thousands of feet across. You see this massive library cascading in so many different tiers, so many different levels, platforms on platforms on platforms, books on books on books on books on books, everywhere you look. And as it brings you down, this little elevator shaft slides you out. You stop once again at the bottom. You're able to, go into the Athenaeum.
Wow. I mean, how do you even find anything in there?
Well, you would generally ask one of the employers of the library. They know where everything is.
So many books.
This is a very sad
Popping
place.
out of the ground, another little totem. Hello, how can I assist you today?
Oh,
Are
we're
you
just.
guys everywhere?
Yes, we are.
I am just showing them around the library. We do not need assistance at this time.
Of course.
Unless
Goodbye.
you can point us at a room that doesn't exist.
Just pops right back up. What do you mean?
I guess it
Nothing.
does exist.
He's kidding.
I'm going to point at that room that doesn't exist.
Thank you. It is
Minnie
a
starts
very
walking in
funny
that
joke.
direction.
Here, automaton, go find our friend Oren.
Alrighty. The Adventures of Automaton will be picked up next week.
That'll be a one shot. So this library has lots of research rooms and whatnot you can use, but none of them are shielded like the one we're seeking.
Do you have like books on like the geography of the material plane? Like, I mean, I don't really know how this whole Selindor thing works quite yet, but I don't know. I left home to try to see the world, and I didn't. I guess I'm seeing. Planar travel is like really confusing and stupid.
It can be, yes.
I'm not seeing what I set out to see, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I am not from the material plane, but I'm sure there's information here about it.
Maybe someday I'll have to join the university so I can learn about all the things I'm missing out on.
I think you have a pocket full of pamphlets there, so I'm sure you can pick one of them.
Take a pamphlet.
Yeah, looking around, this place is like exceptionally well organized. The second somebody sets a book down, it is straightened. If it looks like they're done with the book or they leave the table and leave the book there, the book is put away. These automatons are popping in and out of the ground. Like the ground just like opens and lets them move in and out, and they take things and they put it away. Everything is completely automated, and this place is incredibly well organized. Even looking at the fact that there's so many different shelves and so many different stacks and levels to this place, and it looks almost impossible to figure out how this architecture is designed. It seems so perfectly designed in and of itself for these creatures, these automatons that are moving around, that for them there is no other way it could be. It looks so natural, the way that they instantly in and out, moving books back and forth.
Thinks that he just kind of like wanders a little bit, taking in the sights. Maybe she'll like wander over to a nearby shelf and like take a random book off and see what it's about.
Tusk glove.
Oh, I've already read that one. Is it busy here now? Are there a lot of other people?
It's hard to say. It's a very, very, very large library. There are people, some just lying in recliners. There's one guy with like dozens of books. Just every time an automaton reaches for a book, he slaps the automaton's hand. It's like, don't organize my things. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough.
Yep, you'll find all sorts of folk in here at all hours of the day.
Yeah. As you're moving along, you see two people making out behind a stack of bookshelves.
Cinder's just like, oh. Yep, you'll see that happen as well.
Well, it's nice and quiet.
Did you just want to wait to hear from one of the headmasters? We can grab some seating over there.
Yeah, okay.
As you guys
Sit
sit
in one of
down,
the lounge areas.
as you guys sit down in one of the lounge areas, you find yourself between two stacks of bookshelves. A very secluded area. There's a small crystal light that is hovering around the area, giving you a very dim, intimate feel to the area. You're sitting right between two stacks of fiction, looking around between one another in these leather-bound couches that you're sitting on. Very finely made, but also very odd to the way that they're designed. The feet there don't actually seem to be feet underneath it, but it seems to instead twist around in some sort of strange way, and it doesn't actually seem to be touching the ground in any way that you can see, and yet you can feel it's solid. As you sit down and make yourselves comfortable, you see one of these automatons pops out of the ground. This one looks slightly different. They all look slightly different. Every now and again, you'll see the same one again, but they're not all exactly the same automaton. They all look handmade. And as this one pops out of the ground, she says, "Hello there. Can I assist you in any way?"
Actually, I was wondering if you might have books, non-fiction, about the phenomenon of people going missing in between transport.
Let me search the catalog. I'll be back.
Thank you.
Like scrap papers, like like sometimes you see in the library, there's like those scrap pieces of parchment,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and like a
Yeah.
little pencil.
Sure.
Grimmon's gonna write down a list and give it to one.
Okay. So he pops back up and he says, "There are 6,422 different tomes that meet your criteria."
Oh, how about narrowing it down specifically about how to get people back from this phenomenon?
There are 32 theories.
Oh. Can you bring the first, 5?
Of course. Can I see your library card?
Cinder will hand this over.
Thank you. You have 652 gold worth of outstanding fines. I'm just kidding.
It's fine. Put it on the Phoenix tab.
Will do. Clary Asentov is listed as your primary payer.
Yep, that's perfect.
Zips back underground. After a few minutes, he returns, popping back out, and he opens up his stomach, opens up like a tube, boom, 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 and he pulls the books out.
You.
And they've got very lofty names on some of them. One of them is very thick, and you see that it doesn't seem like it would have anything to do with the reclamation of people who've been lost via transportation. It just says theorems of magical entropy and the dissolution of spells. So it's like really lofty names, and man, navigating that thing is a fucking pain. Go ahead and you're gonna use it. Make me a is there?
Well, I got 5 books, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take a look at that one and then just slide it over towards Cinder.
If you can sort of give me a quick explanation of what you're looking for, I will assist.
Well, our friend went missing after using his recall stone and did not come out the other side. And but we think using teleportation circles is fine because it seems to be a problem with the magic of the city and not the arcane kind of magic that you and Cleary do, right? So we are looking for ways to get these people back or find out what happened to them. Something.
Okay, I'll see if I can find anything.
Figure we might as well try to learn things while we wait. Appreciate your help. I'll look at the next
Alrighty.
book.
It is a pamphlet of poems.
Oh. Mm,
That should be
They
quick
are
to get
written
through.
mostly in Elvish.
this seems like something. Well, Grim, you speak. Can you read Elvish?
Do you read Elvish?
Do I? I do.
Why do I want to read this?
Well, it's. I think it's just poems, but it could help us get Oren back. Maybe if you see something in there that seems to be about bringing people back from disappearing into Selindor.
Oh, okay. Well, Gurmut's going to get his own books, but if you want me to read poetry,
It could help us get Oren back. I don't think it will, but it's in Elvish, and you might find some
okay,
good shit out of
I'll
it. No.
take it and he'll sort of read some poetry, I guess.
What's the
Alright.
next one?
The next one seems to be a catalog of different spells that include planar travel, dimension shift. They're kind of just a couple of different what are those spells called? No, what are they called? I'm gonna look at the types of spells again.
There's like
Roll-
9
Rolled an
schools,
intelligence
which
check
doesn't
to
sound
speed read.
Conjuration spells. The number of conjuration spells that are used in the that are used to transport individuals or summon individuals from
different
or
planes.
objects from different planes or
Okay.
realms or locations or what have you, and how that might be applied to the theory of reclamation of lost objects or lost people.
Seti will hang on to that one and then push the 4th and 5th one towards Rapsy and Mitnir, and like I don't know what's in there, but you can tell me while I'm flipping through this one, and maybe give it a read, see what you guys can find.
Okay, so I think it's investigation for this. Is that what? I think
What?
investigation.
Yeah,
is
we're researching.
I think it's
Oh.
investigation.
I rolled an intelligence check, but that's the same thing for me. So I rolled an 18.
But you rolled an 18
Yes.
for what you were looking for? Oh well, reading the
I
book.
mean,
that
I'm reading the poetry book. I'm
the
trying
poetry
to.
book. Reading the poetry book, you get a lot of information, and you understand pretty quickly why he brought this to you. It is about individuals being lost at thin places between the planes. There's lots of poetry about fey crossings, where an individual will walk through and just in an instant be gone, and the poetry seems to weave in and give you more concepts about them returning after some lofty quest, or after love has been found, or something like that, or being rejected by the world that took them. But it's nothing concrete and doesn't give you any clues about how you would get somebody back. You don't even know where he is. But it namely speaks about fey crossings and thin places between planes in the world.
This is useless. You made me read poetry for nothing, Sadie.
Sorry. I rolled a 19 for mine.
19. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like plane shift would probably be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it talks about, like, individuals that have lost others and have taken to traveling from one plane to the next to attempt to find them, and how difficult such adventures could possibly be, and how almost impossible it is to locate somebody when they've gone to another plane, and that being the hardest part.
Mhm.
Keeping people locked and marked is something that really helps, but unfortunately that's something that you would have wanted to have done before anybody
Mhm.
disappeared. Hold up, let me go to my conjuration spells real quick.
Well, if this is a book of actual spells and theorems in that vein, Seti is going to study them and maybe like find some paper. Cinder might have
Are you
some.
going
He's a
to
wizard.
attempt to transcribe spells?
She's gonna take notes.
Okay. So speaking of different spells, let me actually see if I can find one of these spells that I was thinking of here.
There is a ninth level spell that would work.
Yeah, I think that's what I was looking for.
It's called Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Clerics get it, I believe. Maybe bards. What do
Wizards.
clerics get?
Not
Yeah,
sure
so
who's the-
even
cleric, sorcerer, wizard. Yeah.
yeah, so that specifically, this is the one where you don't need a tuning fork or anything like that, right?
No, when you cast it, you say a creature's name, and if they're not on the plane you are on, then the gate
That's what it
opens up
was.
near them and sucks them into it and brings them to you.
It just
That's
uses
what it is.
a diamond worth 5,000 gold.
And it's a 9th level spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are theories of this spell, but no, the potency of the magic is so convoluted. Just looking at the scrawlings that they have in this particular book, they don't even have the complete spell. It looks like mentioning of using magic to rip reality through itself and pull an individual home. But unfortunately, nobody actually has, as far as to this book's knowledge, accomplished such a goal.
Does it have other spells in it, like plane?
Yes, there's plane shift.
Oh yeah, I'll
But
just.
that were
Said he's gonna take extensive notes on ones like that. Just.
and that one helping and allowing. It's an advanced spell that has been used throughout the centuries, where individuals from other planes, or other planar beings that can move freely between the planes, carry these pieces of metal that have been attuned magically to a plane of existence and can be used to shift you there within your control.
I'll have.
But they are studying about how this other particular spell, the gate spell, is theorized to be able to bring a person home to you.
Since Bropsy's also a spellcaster, I'll show her these things that I'm looking at. Like, okay, this one's not complete and it's probably too advanced for us to ever get somebody who can do, but there's these other ones that would let us travel through planes. If we could figure out how to do them ourselves or find somebody who could do them for us. And we could just plane hop until we find the plane he's on, with like scrying spells or messages or something. Kind of a convoluted way of going about it, but it's an option. Does any of this magic make sense to you? It's a little bit... Yeah. But maybe we can put our heads together and... I'll just make sure Propsy, is going over the notes with me and stuff.
I mean, sure, she does.
Two heads are better than one.
She ain't putting in two together on this spell. Is anybody else reading their book? Because it's a lot of reading, and
I rolled a 14 for the one that I had.
14. This is one of the more convoluted scrollings you've read in your time doing research, and it is written by an individual that you are familiar with his works. He's hailed as one of the most intelligent mages of his time, and yet this particular book, you wish that you'd never come across it. Trying to find what this automaton decided was a viable option or spell to bring you to where you needed to go is impossible within the 1,000-page tome that was laid before you.
Yeah, I don't think this book is going to have much.
Thanks for looking.
Yeah, it's time for us to go.
We have to go.
It's fucking work. So I guess as you guys spend the next couple hours poring over these books and trying to figure out a way to save your friend, go ahead and end our session there. Hopefully next week we'll pick it back up and then we'll get into some cool shit. But man,
Yep. Thanks for playing,
you got
everybody.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna take the stream down. Thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for joining us, chat. We love all of you. We hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Good night.